Check, 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 check.
All right, Wendy, testing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You're welcome.
Either or is fine with me. I could run my prompter. I have the clicker today, so I'm okay. Yeah, that's fine. Mark, you got the prompter? Sure. Thank you.
I can't win.
Wendy knows me well.
The right device.
I have to move, Sharon.
Oh, it's okay. I actually have the...
Really? That must be the urinal.
Mike check Hogan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check, 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 check.
From WFSB, Connecticut's #1 local news, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 5.
Right now, the top 3 at 5.
It'll, decimate a lot of us.
Restaurant and gym owners want to stay open, but dozens of doctors are urging Governor Ned Lamont to add some new restrictions.
Heavy rain and a gusty wind impacting our state. How long the stormy weather will stick around.
New information on the fire in Connecticut that left the beloved former CEO of Zappos dead.
But first up right now at 5 o'clock, a check on the stormy weather everybody is experiencing tonight. We're following an early warning weather alert. The wind has really been whipping and the rain has been coming down throughout the afternoon all across the state.
Wow, those two videos really telling quite a story right there. At last check, more than 28,000 Eversource customers were without power and just over 2,000 UI customers are in the dark currently. These are live pictures, one over Saybrook and two, you can see Weather Tracker 2 getting a look at the roads as that wind just whips down on the roof of that car right there.
Yeah, you want to be careful out there, that's for sure. Let's start things off right now with Chief Meteorologist Bruce DePriest. He has more details on what's happening out there. Bruce?
You know what? It's been a stormy day for sure. We've had winds gusting to over 60 miles an hour in parts of the state, and in some parts of the state over 2 inches of rain, and we're not done yet. Check out southeastern Connecticut on early warning pinpoint Doppler. It is absolutely pouring from Killingworth over toward Deep River and up toward Salem, Montville, Norwich, Terryville, Taffville, I should say, Griswold. Basically a good portion of the I-395 corridor. And in other parts of the state, we have some heavy downpours as well. This rain will tend to taper off a little bit, but we're not out of the woods just yet. I'll show you why in just a minute. Look at rainfall so far. Middlebury, 2.25 inches of rain. Wallingford and Hartford, over an inch of rain, 1.1 inches in both locations there. And New Haven is closing in on an inch of rain. And look at the temperature. We're in the upper 50s and low 60s. As Mark said a little while ago, Bridgeport had a record tide with a high of 63 today. Now, these are current wind gusts. Groton, a gust of 55 miles an hour. At New London and Ledge, just a little while ago, there was a gust of 64 miles an hour. A gust of 33 in Waterbury, a gust of 33 in Hartford and Willimantic. You just recently had a gust of 43 miles an hour. A wind advisory remains in effect with the exception of Fairfield County until late this evening for winds gusting to 45 to 55 miles an hour, occasionally gusting to 60 miles an hour or higher. It's not out of the question, but things will gradually improve. Still some strong winds at 6 o'clock this evening, but by 11 o'clock, I think the strongest winds are going to shift into eastern Connecticut, and by tomorrow morning, the winds will be lighter. It's going to be quite breezy tomorrow morning, but not nearly as windy as it is right now. So Futurecast shows on and off heavy downpours as we go through this evening, maybe a thunderstorm as well. By midnight, some lingering showers in eastern Connecticut, and then later on tonight and tomorrow morning, except for a few scattered showers, it's going to be mainly dry. All right, as far as temperatures go, we're going to kind of bounce around in the lower 60s right through midnight inland, and the shoreline pretty much the same thing. It's going to be a mild evening, temperatures in the lower 60s, and we're not going to see temperatures drop until later on tonight. So still a lot more to talk about with this storm. I'll let you know when we'll see a couple of more showers, and also when we'll see some sunshine return as we head into the month of December. It's all ahead in the early warning forecast.
All right, we all want to see that sun, Bruce. Thank you very much. And turning now to the coronavirus here in Connecticut, the positivity rate is decreasing in our state after weeks of creeping upwards. And today, the state says the 7-day average is trending down. But the bad news, hospitalizations are going up. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Sharon Johnson is joining us live in the studio to explain what all of this means. Sharon.
Well, Aaron, over the weekend, 81 more people were hospitalized. The state says they are not at the point where they need field hospitals or sweeping restrictions, but they are keeping an eye on that. Governor Lamont says Connecticut could be getting our first 40,000 doses of a COVID-19 vaccine this month. On Thursday, the Department of Public Health will be joining him to discuss a vaccine distribution plan. But in the meantime, he says based on the current metrics, he believes Connecticut residents have been following the proper guidelines and restrictions. He encourages people to keep gathering small, stay at home, and maximize takeout and curbside, and work from home if possible.
The people of Connecticut continue, I think, to do the right thing. I worried a lot about excess travel over Thanksgiving. We're not going to know the results of Thanksgiving for another week or two.
And coming up at 6, you'll hear more about the possible vaccine rollout and plans. Live at the digital desk, Sharon Johnson, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.